Welcome to Coding Blind Tech. Hey everyone, welcome back to Coding Blind Tech, and in this video it's going to be an intro video to Chrome DevTools. Now, yesterday I posted a video and started a new playlist for Chrome DevTools using a screen reader. Now, I got some feedback and I appreciate the comments because that let me know that I definitely needed to think about it more before I just put out a video. So one thing, we're going to address a couple things. So what is Chrome DevTools? That's what we're going to look at in this video. And again, it's just going to be an introduction to the playlist, which is what I should have done in the first place. And then we'll talk about what's going to come next, and we will end the video there. So, and then in the next video, we'll be taking a deeper dive into the console, and that way so I can address some more comments that I received as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, and I also want to say there won't be any screen reader, no code. This will be me narrating. I'm just going to walk you through a file that I have up on the screen, and then I will also make sure I share this as well. All right, so getting into it, Chrome DevTools. So what it is and why it matters. All right, so first of all, what is Chrome DevTools? Chrome DevTools is a set of tools provided. It's in your browser, and it helps us with debugging and understanding how our code was read and seen before it was actually displayed. All right, so, and it does much more than that, right? Networking, there's 6 or 7 or 8 panels that we can go through. Now, it does get more complex as you get deeper into it, and it's also not perfect. The accessibility, I say, it definitely could be better. There are workarounds, but again, it is annoying to have to go through those workarounds. All right, so let's say you're in a situation where you're going through some code, you expect a function to happen. So let's say that you have a button, you click that button, nothing happens, but no alert, no error, nothing. All right, so the Chrome DevTools is a place where you can inspect what's going on. So you can actually open up the network panel and understand the JavaScript request, right? And then you can open up the console and also get some feedback on errors. And so that's very much a big help. That's part of Chrome DevTools. All right, another scenario is with the screen reader, right? Something we can all relate to as screen reader users is that buttons are unlabeled, or we come across something on the screen that is visual, like it's visible on the screen, but the screen reader does not announce anything there, right? So that's something that can be debugged in Chrome DevTools. All right, so most of the time we guess, right, when debugging. Chrome DevTools gives us that ability to not have to guess. We can understand how is our code being seen before it was rendered to be displayed. So that's a huge help in understanding what is going on in the background. All right, so the big thing is it's already installed. So Chrome DevTools is something that just comes on the browser or with the browser. Now, most of the time we're going to be talking about the Google Chrome browser, right? But most browsers nowadays have some sort of tools built in. Okay, so for us as screen reader users, so if you're using a screen reader, Chrome DevTools can help us step up a level, right? So a screen reader does not read the page you wrote. So it reads what the browser is exposed to it, right? So when we're reading a web page, that is not the code, like that's not it can sometimes be different from what we are expecting it to be. So the browser the browser has default compute with styling and JavaScript. So the document object model is a part of all of this. This is what controls it, and especially with JavaScript. So that is a huge player. And those two things, so what is actually written by us and then what the browser actually displays, can be different. And Chrome DevTools is where we can actually get the actual what the browser used to render the displayed information. All right, and so what that does is that helps us be able to check our own work before we ship it. So the biggest thing is, making sure that we don't, we shouldn't be hoping that it's right. We should be able to check truthfully, just like we would be able to if we could visually see it, right? So Chrome DevTools is definitely a place where it can give us a lot more information to understand what's going on. Okay, and the nice thing is all of this works from the keyboard. So there's still stuff that I'm learning, and it's a lot to have to remember keyboard shortcuts, but you can definitely control it from the keyboard, and that's what we're going to be learning in this series. All right, so opening Chrome DevTools, there's a few ways you can open it, but the two most common ways is Ctrl+Shift+J, that's one way, and then F12 is the other way. All right, and then if you're looking for a third way, Ctrl+Shift+I also does the same thing. All right, the biggest thing to remember when you're in this series is the shortcut key Ctrl+Shift+P is in Papa. Now what this is going to do, it will open up a search where you can search panels. So once you press Ctrl+Shift+P, your NVDA or screen reader focus will go right into the edit field so you can start typing, and then hitting down arrow will start to show you the results. But typically if you type console or network or sources, it's going to open up that panel and it'll be the first option. All right, so next up we're going to be looking at the console. So again, I've already recorded one video on the console. So this is going to be a part 2. I had some comments where I got some feedback on some more information we can look into. So search functionality, that's one of them. Understanding the console output and how to read it. We are going to make sure we do that, and then after that we'll start to look at the elements and then networking and then eventually into sources. All right, well, I hope this video was informational, and I will put it at the top of the playlist and then expect the console video part 2 next. All right, we'll see you in the next one.